What's up, fight fans? Ilya Topuria is making waves again, and this time, it's not just about who he's fighting next. He recently appeared on the Nelk Boys Kick show, shared by Championship Rounds, and things got real interesting. They hit him with a bold question. Would he fight Islam Makhachev at the rumored UFC White House event next year? Without even blinking, Ilya said, yes, he's in. He'd take the fight in a heartbeat. But he's not sure Islam would drop to 155 pounds to make it happen.
You versus Islam on the White House card would be insane. Would you want to fight at the White House, or?
Why not? I would love to fight in front of the United States of America.
Yeah.
I would love it. We'll see what's
But it's a year away, right?
It's a year away.
That could be perfect timing for you and Islam, though. What weight would that go down at now, though?
Like, what do you mean? When
like,
it could happen?
what weight class?
But Islam isn't the only name on Topuria's radar. Ilya also brought up Jack Della Maddalena. He said, imagine if Jack beats Islam. I'd love to fight him.
Just imagine if Jack beats Islam. That fight would be great also.
You versus Jack?
Yeah, I would love it.
Ilya's not thinking small, he's chasing legacy. He's not just chasing belts, he wants to make history. A fight with Maddalena, that's wild. But then again, fans are used to this from Ilya. This is the same guy who's already shocked the world multiple times. Now, when it comes to who he might fight next, Ilya thinks the UFC matchmakers are looking at Justin Gaethje, or maybe even Paddy Pimblett. But when someone mentioned Arman Tsarukyan, Ilya was straight up. He's not even in the conversation, and you could feel it. Tsarukyan was not happy with that. Right after Dana White announced a few upcoming matchups, Arman snapped back online with a strong message. Announce my title shot or I quit. But let's be real, Dana doesn't take kindly to ultimatums, especially from fighters who've already had a shot and didn't make weight. Yes, Arman was injured, but in the UFC, excuses only get you so far. Now with all this pressure, Arman's starting to lose his spot. And Justin, he's frustrated too. If the UFC gives Ilya a fight with Paddy, Gaethje says it feels like they're just using him.
But if their algorithm and their math tells them just to use me until I get beat, then I'm going to have to really reevaluate what I'm doing here. Because, no, I think it's I've signed up for a merit-based system. I have lived by that, and if they want to give Arman the fight, which Arman shit the bed, had the fight. I had the fight, but I took another fight for them. He had the fight and pulled out because
that we've ever had a time in fighting where it seems more people in the same weight class are unwilling to do what most think is next, or are willing to literally take a hard stance and go, I'm not doing it. Justin seems very, very stern in the idea that if he has to fight Paddy Pimblett and that's the only option, he's not going to do it. And that sucks because I don't know it's going to make the UFC say we have to give Justin Gaethje a title fight. It's more likely that because Ilya and Justin want to fight each other, Justin's a big name, and he does have 3-1 in his last 4, it's potential. It's a mess at 155 right now. It really is.
Meanwhile, Ilya, he's still talking, loud and proud. And fans, they're loving it. He even took a jab at Max Holloway. I knocked you out and you're still calling yourself the BMF. It hit hard. Fans flooded the comments. One wrote, never seen a champion so bothered by a belt that doesn't matter. Bro, you knocked out Max, Charles, and Volk. Let Max have his moment. Another fan, Jaden Batista, had a take too. I'd probably bet on Ilya if they fought again, but risking months of training just to lose to a lucky punch? That's a one-way trip on the Depresso Express. Someone else chimed in. Ilya versus Jack is way better than Ilya versus Islam. Less hype, more pure fighting, new generation, clean boxing, real hands. And another said, he's earned the right to talk all the trash he wants. He just KO'd 3 world champs in a row. People are definitely split. Some love him, some hate him. But one thing's clear, Ilya knows how to stir the pot. And get this, when Ilya found out that Islam was one of the Nelk boys' favorite fighters, he laughed and went, wait, Islam's your favorite? Then pretended to knock them all out, one by one. Dana White's boys, Ilya smoked them all.
Favorite fighter's Islam, too.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Bro, I love both. Bro, you can't. I love both guys.
Hey,
That was light. Come on, you're good.
I'm like scared to hit him because I know he's gonna hit him harder.
It looks like he's on 2 favorite fighter.
Cover your face.
But underneath all the jokes, Ilya dropped some serious truth. With a completely straight face, he pulled out charts, yeah, actual charts, and said, "I have every strike my opponent has ever thrown. I know where in the octagon they threw it." Dude looked like a college professor doing a presentation. He's not just fighting, he's got freaking Google Maps for punches in his head. While most fighters watch tape, Ilya is out here with Excel spreadsheets, pivot tables, and probably running simulations like he's working at NASA. No wonder he's undefeated. If you ever step into that cage with him, just know, he's already seen your moves twice. And now big news from Dana White dropped and fans lost their minds.
Magomed Ankalaev defends his belt against Alex Pereira. The co-main event for that fight will be Merab versus Corey Sandhagen. Merab is on a 13-fight win streak. Sandhagen's ranked number 3. Another fight on that card is Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree. I don't need to say.
And on top of that, one of the most hyped heavyweight fights, it's happening. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Finally, Aspinall's fired up. He said this is the 4th time he and Gane have been matched, and this time, he's shutting the door on Gane's title dreams for good.
We're back after over a year hiatus. Me and Cyril finally signed on the dotted line. This is the 4th time we've been matched up together. He turned down the fight early on before we were both in the rankings. After that, he fought Spivak. I said, in a post-fight interview after I beat Topuria, I went to Paris. Cyril, unfortunately, turned down the fight on a second occasion. Third occasion, I fought Curtis Blades. The original opponent was Cyril Gane. Unfortunately, Cyril Gane was busy that day. Cyril was filming his Netflix series. Can't remember what it's called, but I'm sure you can check it out now on Netflix. And now we are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi. Me and Cyril. The 4th attempt is here, and this is Cyril's 3rd title shot. So we are going to try and get rid of Cyril Gane from the top.
But let's be honest, the one fight fans can't stop talking about? Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena. Everyone wants to know, when's Dana gonna make it official? At the UFC 320 reveal, Dana kept it short. We'll have some Islam Makhachev news soon.
Islam, yeah, we're working on Islam. We'll have some Islam news soon.
But behind the scenes, rumor is Maddalena versus Makhachev is being targeted for UFC 322 at Madison Square Garden on November 15th. Still just rumors, but when Dana drops it, the whole MMA world is going to explode.
The champion moved to Dagestan for 2 to 3 years. Is it true? I sure don't think so. Because they have more medals, they must be better. And then you go learn from them. You don't learn a goddamn thing. Yeah, that's the same stuff we do here in America. There's nothing about the Russian system of wrestling that is even slightly ahead of America. They win more medals. Well, they don't have an NFL. They don't have baseball, an NCAA. The best athletes go in to their national sport, which happens to be wrestling. If our NCAA Americans went into Greco, we'd have the medals in Greco. No, Dagestan doesn't have a jump on us. I appreciate the boys from Dagestan, but do they really know something that you don't? Has anything ever come from the roots of Sambo that's worth a damn? There's a reason that Sambo's never won Abu Dhabi. There's a reason that Craig Jones does not sign Sambo guys. But if you bring in the right athlete with the right DNA, there.
Oh, and guess who's back? Tony Ferguson. Yep, and he's not slowing down. The MMA legend just squared up with Salt Papi ahead of their boxing match under Misfits Boxing. Tony rolled up cool as ever in shades, ready to remind the world he's still got it. Honestly, he looked good. For a guy who's been in so many wars, his hands are still fast, his movement's still slick. But fans are wondering, should he really be doing this?
How many times are you going to defend your belt this year?
About 2-3 times.
That's not that bad. How many hours do we have left?
And cheers for today.
Cheers.
Welcome to
I'm
my
gonna take
house.
that out of context. Don't take that out of context.
Etilico שאני מובזן בה, צ'מוס, סחשי.
Sashi.
אומר, ג'וס. אבהי.
Aloha.
Hey there.
You again.
Yep. Just want to let you know that you have absolutely no chance to beat Merab. Absolutely no chance. Because just so that you remember, he's on like a 35 win streak, and he beat Umar and he beat Jan. And you're gonna You're not gonna do good. You're not good. He's gonna win a belt. You're not gonna win a belt. You're just a stupid boy. Got it. He's gonna whoop you so. He's gonna whoop you so bad. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Well, you're delusional.
We're all delusional, okay? Just because you haven't worked hard at something and you don't need to believe in yourself doesn't mean that I can't, right?
Delusional, delusional.
One thing's for sure. Tony doesn't care what anyone thinks. He's doing it his way, like always, like a warrior. And in one of the most touching moments recently, Ben Askren finally left the hospital. The whole building stood up, doctors, nurses, everyone, cheering him on as he walked out. His family said it best. Thank you. God has carried us through so much. Now begins a new life, but he's alive and he's coming home. Moments like that remind us, this sport, it's not just about winning in the cage. It's about surviving life's hardest battles. Welcome home, Ben. And of course, what's a video without a bit of Morab at the end? And Corey Sandhagen? Yeah, he just dropped a skit roasting the fans who doubt him ahead of his fight with Morab. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means the world to us.